Hey y'all, it's a great day here at the Raytown Travel Agency. May I help you? I've never seen that before. Now there's an insert ad button. So I guess if you want to just throw some ads up in the middle of your live, you can do that, huh? Okay. Hey, Stefan. All right. It's ice cream time, y'all. She's going to get it for me out of the freezer. Hey, Asia. Karen's got an ad playing. Oh, so I guess it's playing them anyway and then asking me if I want to add some more. All right, y'all. So this is an ice cream I have wanted for a long time, which I could not get because we moved here to Oklahoma and Mardi Gras isn't a thing here in Oklahoma. They only sell this in Texas and Louisiana. They might sell it in, what's the other state they celebrate Mardi Gras in?
California.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Arkansas? I think it's Arkansas because in Arkansas it's actually a holiday. Like you get off work. I think it's in Arkansas. It's wherever there was a second Hertz Reservation Center, wherever that was. They actually closed down the whole building for Mardi Gras. They didn't even work. And I'm like, what? But yeah. So I happened to go into a store here the other day. Hey, Nettie. And, or is it actually Lil Dino? They happen to have this. So I was like, yes. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Asia. So this is Mardi Gras King Cake Ice Cream. It is cinnamon cake flavored ice cream with pastry pieces, cream cheese swirl, and candy sprinkles. Look at that, y'all. It's white and purple and green like Mardi Gras, like a king cake. Shayla? You want ice cream? Why are you sounding like that? I say you want ice cream, you're like, yeah. Like you're going to cry about it. Who gets sad about ice cream? Quit bumping the bed.
People actually think Siri is real.
People are actually crazy.
Siri's not real. She's a fake one.
Well, she's real. She's a AI, artificial intelligence. She's just not human.
My, what's global warming?
It's the way that weather changes. Like I told you, it used to be cold here at different times than what it is now. Now all of a sudden it's cold when it's not supposed to be cold, and it's hot when it's not supposed to be hot. That's global warming.
Is that dangerous?
Yeah. Mardi Gras king cake. Kinda.
Yeah, I saw this one conspiracy that said that the whole world was going to burn up because in a place that is cold, it was 60 degrees.
Well, it makes it plants and stuff that are supposed to be able to grow at the times they're supposed to be able to grow can't grow because it's either hot or cold or whatever when it's not supposed to be. So if you want natural, organically growing things, it's a problem. But if you want the genetically grown stuff that they grow in other places, well, that they're still able to produce because it's not natural. What's it taste like? What you think?
It tastes good.
Put that back in the freezer. All right, y'all. Can you see it? It's got purple sprinkles, green swirl. I think the green is the cheese, the cream cheese swirl. I think they dyed the cream cheese. Hey, Kamika. Hey, Sharonda. Hey, James. Oh, I can see the pieces of pie crust or the king cake crust. There's a little piece of crust right there in the front. Hey, Snoop. Let's see. It's good, y'all. Tastes like a little piece of king cake with some ice cream. Yeah, the green is the cream cheese. They dyed the cream cheese green. But it's like cream cheese frosting. Yeah, the green is like a cream cheese frosting. And then the ice cream itself, if it's cinnamon, it's a very light cinnamon. It really just tastes like a yellow cake. That's what the ice cream tastes like. I think there's cinnamon on the actual pastry. I don't think this is going to pick it up. But see that little brown right there? There's cinnamon on the actual pastry. But it's good, y'all. They've been making this every year for we've been in Oklahoma 6 years. So I'm going to say 6 or 7 years they've had this flavor. And it only comes out around Mardi Gras. It's not out very long, like a month. A month. And yeah. Usually only in areas where Mardi Gras is a celebration. So like Texas and Louisiana, and I think it's Arkansas. Either Arkansas or Kansas. I can't remember which state it is. Hold on, I'll drop my mouse. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember if it was Arkansas or Kansas, but one of them. Where was that other Kurt's building? Maybe it was Alabama. Oh no, there's one more state where Mardi Gras is a big celebration. And apparently in that state it's a serious celebration because it's like a state holiday. Like they literally don't go to work that day. And even in Louisiana, you going to work for Mardi Gras. Like that's not an off day. That's not a paid off day. Mardi Gras is not a paid off day in Louisiana. But it is in another state. I just can't think of what state it was. Is it Mobile, Alabama? Is it Alabama? Okay, so yeah, Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Thank you, Lady AK. It's been a long time since I worked for Hertz, but I remember that. Yeah, that is a paid off day. I just think that was so crazy because there was mandatory overtime here in Oklahoma for Mardi Gras because that whole call center was closed. And I'd be like, for Mardi Gras? Because our building was never closed. We didn't close Christmas. We didn't close Thanksgiving. We were never closed. They didn't even want you to go home. When we got notifications that the weather was bad, that's the building I've told y'all about before that's built partially underground. And when weather is bad, they have rooms upstairs, like little hotel type rooms. And they got little care packages with toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant, soap, towels. So you can take a shower, go watch TV, brush your teeth, all that stuff, go to sleep, get up and clock your butt back in. Don't even bother to go home. If you don't think you're going to make it back to work tomorrow, if you go home, sleep here. Like, they're serious about clock in. They're very serious about clock in and work. Come to work, stay at work. Yeah. The kids are out for a whole week. But yeah. So I have wanted to try this as long as we've been here, which is a little over 6 years, almost 7 years now. It'll be 7 years in April. And it wasn't like we never had it here. But now I got to have it. And I'm happy. It really seems, it's like birthday cake ice cream, kind of what it tastes like. But it's cream cheese frosting instead of buttercream frosting. But because it's frosting, it's very sweet. I'm kind of done, y'all. That's a lot of sugar. But it's good. Find my water. Yeah, I think an actual piece of king cake with that would actually be better for me because the king cake is not sweet. So if you actually had some king cake with a little bit of that together, that would bring that sweetness level down. Thank you, Snoop. do the girl's hair when it's time for me to redo Shaylin's hair. Her hair was done. It's time to redo it now because she's pulling it down now. Let me see. I used some of the hair that you sent to do the style she has now. My pictures are gone. You can't really see it, but that's a video she made to tell her daddy happy birthday. So that's some of the hair that you sent. It's time to redo it now. Trying to see if I can find the pictures anywhere. I can't find the pictures of her hair. I think I just took them as a message picture because I sent them to Chanel to now. But I can't even find them in our history. We talked too much to find stuff. It's so far back I can't see them. And I can't think of anyone else I would have sent them to. Mm. You need to play the stroganoff. I got you, Keela. Hey, Kamika. Shaylin, you want the rest of this ice cream? Did you eat yours? Do you want the rest of my ice cream? Come get it. You want the rest of that? I can't eat no more. I see you talking. You gonna make some this weekend? It's so good. And we got plenty left for tomorrow. Oh. And the next day, probably too. The rolls are all pretty much gone. There's only one roll left, but and I didn't even finish half of mine. Y'all know I can't eat a lot. I still got it left. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got to try the king cake ice cream because I have been wanting to. And February is just not a time that I'm ever in Houston, you know, to buy some. Okay, good night, Asia. I made spazania about 4 or 5 days ago. It's where I do like spaghetti, but I put all the ingredients that I would put in my lasagna in spaghetti, like it's folded in. The cottage cheese, the ricotta cheese is all folded in. So you get the flavor of lasagna, but it doesn't take you as long. I made that for the kids. What day was that, Shaylin? Thursday? Like Wednesday or Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
When did I make the spazania?
Yesterday.
No, I didn't make it yesterday.
Thursday.
But yeah, I invented that probably 4 or 5 years ago, because Rayon used to always, when I say, what you want to eat, you know, on the day that I need to cook, which one? She would always say lasagna. I'm like, I can't make lasagna. We don't have lasagna time right now. And so I came up with that. I was like, I got all the stuff in the kitchen. I folded it all together. And it works. So sometimes when she just wants that flavor and I don't have time for lasagna, because number one, when I make lasagna, it takes a long time to get it all put together, get it cooked. But I don't eat my lasagna till the next day. I like it to go in the fridge and set, because all those flavors in lasagna come together overnight. Pretty much all Italian food. All Italian food just tastes better the next day. But especially lasagna, it firms up and all those layers come together. That's a second day item. That is a second day food. If you've never tried it, cook the day you make lasagna, cook 2 meals. You make one food for that day, whatever you want to cook for that day that y'all are eating, and do lasagna at the same time. Take that lasagna out, wrap it up, and put that in the refrigerator. Don't cut it. Heat that up tomorrow, the next day. Then try that lasagna. I promise you. I promise you it is better. Even better. That's why in Italian families, they make lasagnas and they're in the freezer. Like they pre-make them, they put them in the freezer, and they take those lasagnas out and throw them in the oven. That's why they have lasagnas in the freezer. Like you go to a real Italian grandma's house, guarantee you she got a lasagna in the freezer ready to go. Guarantee you. My uncle's ex-wife, my cousin's mother, is Italian. You can't eat a lasagna from a freezer after it's been cooked. Why? Homemade? I don't mean a frozen from the store. Homemade? And when they freeze them, they're not cooked yet. I mean, all the ingredients are cooked because it's lasagna, but you know, it hasn't actually been baked yet when they freeze them. They put it all together, wrap it up, and freeze it. But I'm not talking about the frozen ones from the store. You take it out the freezer and put it in the oven. It is hot right out the oven. But I'm not talking about them store-boughts. I'm talking about a homemade, a real homemade. Layer it up. Seal it up properly so it don't have ice crystals all in it. I think you got a hold of some bad lasagna, Karen. You got a hold of some bad lasagna. Now, it's got to be done properly. It's got to be done properly. Make you some chili with turkey meat. Use ground turkey or chicken. Ground turkey or ground chicken to make your chili. Or just get some very lean beef. Go to a meat market and get some good lean beef. Are you eating cookies and ice cream? And frozen foods aren't amazing. Not that you get out of the store. They're not. But if you do it the proper way, hey Snoop, if you do it the proper way yourself, fresh out of the oven, let it cool, wrap it up, no air in the package. Ground chicken is good. You kind of have to extra season the same way you extra season turkey meat. Okay, Shayla. It doesn't have the oil, it doesn't have the excess oil as, you know, beef or pork. It took me a long time to get used to ground turkey. Me and my mom tried it when it first became a thing a long time ago when I was in like high school, and we would be like, you know, it just was weird when we would try it and different stuff, but it was good in tacos. Like, we found out it was delicious in tacos. And so what we figured out was it needed, you know, because taco seasoning is strong. There's a lot of flavor in taco seasoning. And we just figured out you can't use that many emojis, baby. YouTube doesn't like it. It needs like extra season, not more salt. You don't go crazy with salt, but just the other seasons you use, the garlic, the onion powder, depending on what it is. If it's chili powder, paprika. Hey Miss Notch, happy birthday. All those you use a little more than you normally would in beef or pork. But once you get to the right level of seasoning, it's delicious. Yeah, that's my daughter, Lady AK. That's the youngest. She just made her account a little bit ago. But it was a long time before we figured out how to get the flavor right so we could like use turkey in spaghetti. We tried spaghetti. We tried all kinds of stuff, and we were just like, ugh. But now I can use it in pretty much anything. Like I learned that you have to extra season to get that flavor up. Depending on what it is, you need to add some extra moisture because, you know, those poultry will dry out. So you got to add in the poultry. I mean, the moisture, because poultry does get dry. So once you figure out your, good ratios for your seasonings and to keep your moisture up, you can make it work. But it does take some learning. When you finish, rinse my china off, please, and put it back in the kitchen. I'm trying to think. My chili's not greasy, but I'm pretty good at. I find some pretty lean beef that I cook mine with. I think it's pretty much the only thing I put in my chili that would have any grease in it, because the rest of it is just beans, tomatoes, onions. So yeah, I would just say do chicken or turkey. Do chicken or turkey, and that will cut that grease out of there. But yeah, Miss Nash, I'm not doing anything tonight. When I get off of here, I'm gonna take my meds and lay back down. Trying to get rid of these cooties. Good night, Jessica. I'm off for the whole week. He still hadn't realized that he didn't put anything on my schedule. You saw the chicken challenge. He still hadn't realized that there's nothing on my schedule this week, although he keeps sending me emails about some kind of a very important event, blah, blah, blah. He ain't scheduled me for it. So I ain't worried about it. If it's not on my schedule, I don't have to do it, do I? But yeah, my schedule still shows I have no work days this week at all. So yeah, hopefully I actually finally get to go to church for the first time in I don't think I've been to church since, what was it, Mother's Day we went to church? Last Mother's Day? I think that's about the last time I've been to church. Because I work every Sunday. Every Sunday I am scheduled to work. Unless there's some kind of something planned and I, go in and, leave notification I'm not working, blah, 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 blah. Otherwise, I work every Saturday, every Sunday. Possibly Friday and Thursday too. But every Saturday and Sunday. What's your church, Keela? Which church is it? All right, Shayla, you put any more emojis than that, it's gonna block you. Hillwood Baptist. Okay. I'll Google it. I'll Google it. But that reminds me, I gotta go into my schedule and block off because I do not work the Sunday of my papa's birthday because we always go out to eat. I do not work the Sunday for Mother's Day because we all go out to eat. So those I need to go ahead and let them know I won't be working those 2 days. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you. I hope you're having a great night as well. Is it still raining, Shorty? Dang. Okay, so I think your church is up past where the cemetery of my granny and Anna buried. Yeah, go like I'm going to the cemetery and just keep going. Okay. Yep, Karen, find you a church. Find you a church that's good for you. Find you a church that's good for you. Yeah, nobody's checked on me either, Karen. Thank you, Lexi. The church that I go to is actually the church that my uncle and my papa are members of. My church is the church that I used to go to with my aunt in Oklahoma City. But I've been going to this church with them because my papa asked me to go to church with him. Although he doesn't go anymore, he doesn't go to church anymore. So I kind of want to start going back to my church or, find a different church. But this church, y'all know my dad passed away last year on the 31st of September, 30th of September. My dad. The church contacted my papa to tell them how sorry they were, took food to his house. They contacted my uncle to let them know how sorry they were, took food to his house. They never said a single word to me about how sorry they were. It was my dad. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay. Interesting. You can't type that word, Shaylin. Can't type subscribe on YouTube. You'll get in trouble. Where is the flooding? You said the flooding is coming in the bathroom? Or where's the flooding coming from, Karen? No, you said the first time it was from the bathroom. Where's the water coming in? In our apartment that we had before we moved into our house, we got some heavy rain, and rain just started pouring in to the living room windows, both windows. I had to move my TV. Whenever I sing that song, I think of a horror movie. I can't remember what horror movie it is, but there's a horror movie where the little girls are singing Rain, Rain, Go Away. First time it was under the sink. Yesterday was up on her Up on her what? I'm not even sure what Google could have thought mine was. Oh, it's under your. So it's not even from the rain. Or it's from like the sewer backing up into y'all's pipes. That's not even like coming from outside. That's a plumbing problem. That's a plumbing problem. That apartment needs to do something. They need to do a roto-rooter or something. They need to fix that or move y'all to another unit. Ain't nobody living in somebody else's backed up water. That's gross. It's one thing for rainwater to come in from outside. It's a whole nother thing for water to be coming in from somebody else's pipes. That's gross. I love watching guinea pigs drink water. It's so cute. I'm sure it has. I know in your video on IG, she was like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Hey, Sheila. She's like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Yeah, they need to do something. They need to fix that. That's a hazard. That's not healthy. You can sue them for that. And it's going to cause mold, but you can really sue them for that. It's unsafe, unsanitary, unhealthy. That's crazy. At this point, they need to just pull the carpet up. Right, Lady AK. It's so crazy. Karen's having flooding in her apartment that's not coming from the rain. Hello, Tony. If you prove that that's coming from outside, not your apartment, Karen, they got to pay for that. And now it's happened a second time. They still haven't fixed it. That's their responsibility. That's their responsibility. I got 2 more minutes, y'all, and I'm going to get off of here. Yep, you can go to the health department. I was about to say, what am I going to fix for dinner tomorrow? We got dinner for tomorrow. I don't have nothing. I do not have to cook tomorrow. But all the pipes are connected. So what are in the wall, the pipes that are under the sink go into the walls. That's the thing. The pipes that are under the sink go down, up, and into the wall. They're all the same pipes. They're all the same pipes. And if you live on the bottom floor, the pipes from the people upstairs is connected to your pipes. All their water is rushing down from their apartment through your pipes to get outside. But yeah, you need to get somebody to come out to prove where it's actually coming from and get on them people. They have to fix that, and they need to replace everything that was messed up in your apartment. And it don't matter if you have renter's insurance or not, because this is twice. And they have not repaired the issue. Just sending somebody out to clean the carpet has nothing to do with the problem with the pipes that they didn't even touch. No, ma'am. All right, y'all. I have reached my hour. I'm going to get off of here. And I will be back tomorrow with one of my Asian videos that I told you I need to do from the Asian market. So I thank y'all for watching. Thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing. And I will be back tomorrow. So y'all come back now, yeah? Bye, y'all.
We do the Asian fruit.
You have school tomorrow. It doesn't even matter if you have renter insurance. It doesn't even matter. Because that water coming from their pipes that they're not fixing is still their problem. Doesn't even matter. All right. See y'all later. Hey, Farah. Bye, Sheila, Kamika, Karen, Tony, Lady AK. Lexi. Who else was in here? Somebody else was in here. Stephanie. Keela. Miss Notch. Mika. Jessica. Snoopy or Snoop. BP. Asia already went to bed. Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming by. I'm gonna get off of here, take my medicine. Right, Sheila. Karen, call somebody to come out and check to figure out what's going on, why it's happening. When they prove that it's their fault, they don't have a choice. Right now, they can just pretend that it's something that you backed up in your apartment. Call somebody out to look at that plumbing, to say what the problem is. They don't have a choice. They don't have an option because it's their problem. Okay? Call a plumber out, have him look, prove what's wrong. They have to fix it, and they have to get you out of this situation. Period, point blank. All right? Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.